Hey, this is the C&D channel. I'm Chris, and this is MMA for you. I'm going to be doing my predictions for Dream 17, which has the World Bantamweight Grand Prix. It's going to happen on September 24th, and it's going to be on HDNet. Okay, let's just get started here. Looks like a pretty fun card, actually. We have Shinya Aoki versus Razor Rob McCullough. Got to go with the Baka Survivor here, man. The thing with Aoki, his submission game is nasty. This guy's not afraid to pull guard, to do rubber guard, go for legs. He has a strong judo game. You know, McCullough is I remember like his fights against like Donald Cerrone. He had his back taken, would get out of it. So he has some veteran savvy here. I think he's probably stronger on the feet, but otherwise I just see Shinya Aoki taking this fight to the ground and winning most likely by submission. Okay, next fight after that we have Joachim Hansen versus Tatsuya Kawajiri. Hansen, he's a good fighter. He has really good stand-up. His ground game's really improved as of late as well. But Kawajiri, man, this guy's just a monster with his wrestling and top control, And Hansen has shown a hole in his takedown defense, too. I see Kawajiri being able to take the fight to the ground and winning with superior top control. Wouldn't be surprising to see it similar to like Josh Thompson versus Kawajiri, where Kawajiri managed to get the fight to the ground, get dominant positions on top, and win on with his top control. Next right after that we have Takeshi Lion Takeshi Inoue versus Caol. Inoue's actually looked pretty good as of late. He beat two prospects in Tsuchiya and Matsumoto as of late. And Caol, he's kind of up and down, But you gotta understand that Caol has been fighting some really tough guys. I think that he will be able to take this fight to the ground and show off his superior grappling to win this one. So I got Caol to win this one. Okay, next fight after that we have Cabral versus Kazushi Sakuraba, the Gracie Hunter or Gracie Killer. I forgot, it's one of those two. And weird matchup because Cabral, he's a prospect, 9-0, trains out of Nova Union, has a really good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game. He's subbed all his opponents. Sakuraba is way past, is on the downward slope of his career. He's getting up there in age. He's getting battered by a lot of guys. I think Cabral is just a younger Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist at this time. Sakuraba definitely has a strong ground game, but you got the much younger guy here, and a better prospect. Well, it's not like Sakuraba's a prospect, but you just got to go with Cabral to win this one. Next fight after that, we'll have Willamy Freire versus Satoru Kitaoka. Freire's really good. The only problem is his takedown defense is not that great. If you watch him fight like Waylon Lowe, he's getting taken down at will. He trains out of Nova and he's still pretty young. Good stand-up, a lot of submissions under his belt. The only thing with Kitaoka, though, is besides being a veteran, is that this guy will go for takedowns constantly. And his ground game, he goes for like leg locks. He has some good chokes as well. I just think that Kitaoka is going to win with the superior wrestling. If Freire plugged that hole, then I can see him beating Kitaoka. Otherwise, I see Kitaoka winning with superior wrestling and grappling. So I'm going with Kitaoka to win this one. Next fight after that, we have Gerald versus Kazuhiro Nakamura. Nakamura, he has strong judo and he's a generally tough guy, but he's not that great at any particular thing. His stand-up isn't that great. Even his judo, and he's fought some good guys, but it's not like he has like super takedowns or like submission ability either. Gerald Harris, he has some really good He's some strong wrestling, a very odd stance when he fights. Not the best stand-up at times. I mean, he did get beaten up with especially in the body by James Head. But you know, it's not like Nakamura has that type of ability, like that type of Muay Thai, and Harris has shown to have some you know, knockout ability as well. He has some power. I just see Harris winning this one. He might beat Nakamura in just about all facets, really. I think he can beat him in the stand-up and into wrestling. Okay, let's get on to the Bantamweight Grand Prix quarterfinals, as Antonio Banuelos is going to fight Hideo Tokoro. You know, Tokoro, he's got a really strong ground game, but I don't know if he'll be able to take down Banuelos. You know, I mean, it works against him, but not in this case. He's a really short fighter, really stocky, but that also makes him pretty hard to take down as well. One thing about Banuelos is he does have limited reach, but he has a lot of power in his strikes. He's fought some tough guys like Jorgensen and Miguel Torres, and even though he's fallen short to them as of late, he beat Jorgensen in that first bout. He's still a pretty strong bantamweight, and I actually expect him to win this one. Actually, with his stand-up, actually, I think his power, and while he doesn't have the reach, I think he does have the better stand-up game than Tokoro. Tokoro's been improving his stand-up himself, but I think Banuelos is going to take this. Okay, next fight after that, we have Bibiano Fernandes versus Takafumi Otuska. Yeah, I see Bibi just winning in all facets of the game here. Otuska has shown to have weak stand-up defense. Bibiano has been showing improved stand-up as of late, and he of course has that really strong Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You know, I think he's just gonna beat Otuska pretty much in all facets here. So Bibiano Fernandes for the win. Okay, next fight in this Bantamweight Grand Prix is Masakazu Imanari versus Abel Cullum. You know, Imanari isn't always the most aesthetically pleasing fighter when it doesn't go to the fight doesn't go to the ground. But the thing is, I expect him to win this one. One thing that's alarming with Cullum is that he did come in initially for like a couple pounds overweight for into this fight. He did eventually make weight. He's also a submission savvy guy and a King the Cage veteran. The only thing is, being submission savvy, you know, against another guy that is extremely submission savvy, I gotta just go with Imanari. His ground game's really good. He'll go for those legs like crazy, man. But yeah, just overall, his ground game is really good. Stand-up isn't that great, though. You know, if Cullum comes in with some game plan to like use range and beat him into stand-up, then yeah, I'll go with Then you know, Cullum can win, but I'll go with Imanari to win this one. Okay. And after that, we have two prospects, as Rodolfo Marquez is going to fight Yusuf Sadulev. You know, both these guys are prospects. Yusuf is 8-0. He's undefeated, and still relatively young. But you know, Rodolfo, he trains out of Nova União. His only loss is to Luis Batal Nogueira, who's fighting in the Bellator bantamweight tournament. He just recently beat up Jesse Brock and is coming off a really strong win streak. So I gotta go with Rodolfo Marquez to win this one. I think he's fought stronger competition than Yusuf. And finally, we have Baruhan versus Manoa Man. Manoa Man! I mean, I don't even know how he's a part of this planet, man. I mean, the guy is a superhero. He's against this big, bad bouncer with limited MMA experience. And I expect Manoa Man to do his thing and prove the world that the small man can beat the big man. Okay, that's it for my Dream 17 predictions. If you have any comments, just leave them below. And that's it for MMA for you. Thank you very much.